I want to ask, I mean, we talk about WrestleMania. So obviously a year later, we have WrestleMania 3. But obviously by the time that Dynamite's performing in front of that incredible crowd, that history-making night, he's part of this six-man tag with Tito Santana against the Hart Foundation and Danny Davis. But by the point that he's at that show, he's suffered this incredibly serious back injury, and what clearly wasn't in any condition to perform. And these days, there's no way that I'm sure that would kind of go ahead. It would be allowed. I mean, I can't even imagine the pain that he was working in. And it's incredible that he managed to kind of gut it out and have any presence at that match and be there for that show. What can you remember about that time period, Michelle, after he kind of suffered that injury and then had to drop the titles? And
I even like before his injury, like his back was bothering him from when we lived in Portland, Oregon, before Bronwyne was born. He wouldn't say like how bad his back was. He might say, "Me back is sore." If it was me, like I've had a bad back, and I was like, I feel so much, like I feel so connected to Tom when I have an injury. Like I had an injury on my shoulder, and it was just, I was teaching phys ed and lifting things all the time, and I had like tendonitis in there, and it was like a knife. Like I bump into the wall and be like, I want to cry, or somebody would say, "Can we get some hula hoops?" And I'm like, "What?" Like I just want to bite their head off, because I was like in such pain at that moment. And I would like just think back, like how much pain Tom was in, with his back, with his shoulder, and he never would say. Like he would just suffer silently. He was a very humble man too. That's what I wanted to say. Like when you say, with Ozzy Osbourne and all that, like he would be uncomfortable if people would come up to him and say how great you are and this and that, like, because he was trained, this is a business. You have a job. You're not any better than anybody else. Like everyone has their slot in the show. Everybody's a part of that show, like from the referee to the ring crew, just as important. So yeah, he was very humble.